This is Chris Arnett. I'm here with Tracy Lewis Arnett, who owns Sacramento VIP Credit Repair. He has an incident to relay of racism and prejudice coming out of Nordstroms. Tracy, you were telling me what happened. Could you relay to the camera or everyone else what happened to you when you went to Tracy's or went to Nordstroms?
So I bought a couple pair of pants, shirts that I liked. They kept the pants locked up, so I just decided to buy them and take them home, try them on, see if I liked them. And they were too long. The pants were a true religion, so each pair of pants was probably between $100 to $130. So I took them home, didn't fit. We brought them back. My fiance tried to return them. They made up a whole bunch of excuses and said come back in a couple of days, stating that you can't return within the next day. You have to wait a few days. So we waited a couple of days. I came back in. This was last Friday. I went right up to the counter, said I wanted to return all this. I paid with my American Express. I asked the lady, here, all the receipts. I never took off any tags. She said, MIC, what MIC means is manager in charge. So she said this purchase is too big for her to return. Roughly, the purchase was about almost $1,100. Manager in charge came up. She took about 15 minutes returning everything. She looked in the back on each item to see if the item has been stolen from the store and make sure and verify with their stock. I told her why she's doing it. It's clear as day on the receipt. This is not a fake receipt. This is a receipt from your guys' store. You can look up the transaction as it shows on the computer that I bought everything. Everything matches. I then told her that somebody in Brazil tried to use my card, so American Express was going to send me out a new card. I told her I do not have that card no more. They told me to cut that card up, shred it. And she said, well, Nordstrom policy is to only provide the money back on the card you paid with. Well, that's impossible for my predicament because I no longer have that card. I then told her that that's not the policy. Me and my brother were standing there, and he said, this is not the policy. Nordstrom policy is to return it however you like.
Now, your brother Donnie used to work for Nordstroms,
yes,
correct?
we both used to work for Nordstrom.
That's right, you both did. Okay.
So we knew the policy.
Okay.
We were previous employees at Nordstrom.
Okay.
We told them that on the back of the receipt, it shows within 90 days you can return it as long as you have the same tags and everything on the clothes. You can either get it back on your card or you can get it in cash. I asked them for cash. They said that will never happen in their store. Then we said, okay, well, why are you lying to us on the policy? Because we know what the policy is. She said, well, you guys were here a week ago. I was not there a week ago. I was there maybe 2 or 3 days ago. So that was a lie. I told her that, I was not here. And she said, well, I have to talk to my store manager. He's not here right now. So she walked in the back. We stood there for about 30 minutes. She came back. She said, if you have the card, I will return it back on any card you want. Well, I told her I don't have the card. The card is shredded. So there's no way we could do that. So she said, well, but I showed her on my phone. I grabbed my phone, logged into American Express, showed her the statement where it was charged. It said Nordstrom Rack right on there, exact amount, like $11.60. But I kept a few items, so it was less than $1,100.
Yeah.
And I showed her the amount, and she still decided that she cannot return it. Then another lady, they called another lady to come into the store. Maybe it was another manager. She walked up, put her keys down, put her phone down, and she said, well, our policy, we can't return on another car, and we cannot accommodate you. And I said, what do you mean you can't accommodate me? I'm like any other customer here, you should be able to accommodate me and give me my refund back. I pay with this with my own money, and I should get it back however I like it, per Nordstrom policy. She then said loss prevention and called rental cops came up, and they said,
wait, they called security on you?
They called security and loss prevention.
Your customer that's
Yes.
asked for his money back?
Yes.
Why would they want to call security?
I don't know. We still don't know to this day why they called loss prevention.
Okay.
She said, we can't accommodate you. We're not giving you a refund back. We're not giving your money back. Come back another day. I said, I'm not coming back another day. I already, by this time, it's about 6 something. I already been in here over an hour. I said, I want money back. Then they threatened us. They said, we're going to call the police if you don't leave our store. I said, I'm not leaving the store until you have my clothes that are sitting on the ground. You're not giving my money back. You're not letting me speak to whoever's head in charge. Keep making excuses. I said, call the police. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not afraid of the police. If I actually stole the items, yeah, then I'll be afraid of the police because I could probably get arrested for having stolen items.
Yeah.
But this is my stuff. So, she walked over, acted like she was calling the police. She was probably talking to the store manager, telling him what was going on. As my brother kept talking to the loss prevention, saying, why are you being racist and discriminating against us? If we were white or any other race, this would have been done by now. We used to return stuff in about 5 minutes at Nordstrom. So why is it taking us this long? The guy told us that, we need to leave the store. I said, we're not leaving the store. My brother got on the phone. He said he was going to call the police. They were shocked on that. And he was on the phone with Sacramento Police Department. Sacramento Police Department said this was a civil matter. They were not going to come out to the store, that they needed to handle this.
Okay.
I then called Nordstrom headquarters. And I told them what was going on. They transferred me. I told them what was going on. They said, hold on, let me just check with their policy. Our policy is you can have it back on any one of the ways you want, any card. I said, okay, and I was telling that to them. They said they don't care what headquarters Nordstrom was talking about. I guess my phone hung up. I called back. I got another lady, very nice. I told her what was going on, but I let her listen to what they were saying to us, all the craziness.
What race was she?
She was black.
Okay.
And she could not understand why they were talking to us like that and making excuses.
How were they talking to you?
They were
derogatory manner?
Yeah, they were saying, they're saying that they can't accommodate us. They're not going to return it. The store policy, blah, blah, blah. The policy states on the back of the receipt. We kept showing them that. If they provided the security cameras, it would show exactly what was going on at that time. We told them, the lady called the store, spoke with the manager in charge, Rachel. Rachel kept saying, the store manager said they're not going to return this. She can't return it. And we have to wait for the store manager. By this time, it's over 7 o'clock. The lady on the phone said the issue was that you bought it with another card. Well, same American Express card, but they had my fiance's name on it.
Okay.
And because my Stripe, I guess, wasn't working right, so we swiped it with hers. Well, if that was the case, you could have just said, well, we can't return it to your card because you're not the one who purchased it.
Okay.
If she comes in the store or whoever's on that card, you don't even have to say a name, race, gender, or anything. You can just say, whoever bought this on their card, if they come back in, we can return it on their card.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. You should have just told me that from the get-go. I called my fiance. She came in. She said, I'm here. They didn't determine, they still didn't want to return it. I was like, look, she's right here. Here's her ID. Here's 2 IDs. And she still didn't want to return it. Then next thing you know, store manager walks up like, what's going on? And I was like, what do you mean what's going on? You know what's going on. I said, I have her here. I didn't even think about that she was the one who purchased the items. I was here. You can show on the camera that I swiped first and something happened. I said, oh, this is your card. Same account, my account. She's just an authorized user. so everything was still purchased on my account.
Yeah.
And I told her that, you know, this is ridiculous. Oh, I told the store manager, this is ridiculous. You guys discriminate against me. You did all this stuff. You could have. I've been here for over 2.5 hours, and you, the lady headquarters, had to tell me the issue. And you guys, what, thought I stole it, or you know, I was lying? I don't know what the issue was, but you just discriminated against me. The store manager kept saying, we didn't discriminate, you know, she was just following policy. That's not your policy to turn down a customer that buys items.
Right. They'll take anything back.
Yeah. You know, I've seen plenty of times where somebody came in with, they wore shoes for almost 2 years and took it back with no receipt.
Right.
And, you know, those shoes could have cost $500 or $600.
But were they, what race were they?
White.
So they got away with it.
Yeah, so they got away with
Okay.
it.
And you used to work there?
Yes.
Yes,
I used to
okay.
work there. And when the store manager realized that I was on the phone with headquarters, he then kind of paused on everything he was saying. He was, you know, maybe more in a panic mode because I'm on the phone with headquarters, and headquarters, you know, was listening to everything we're saying. So in the end, he did return the items, but it took 2.5 hours to return the items, and they discriminated against us. So it felt like, you know, they just fully discriminated against us. And if you pull the feeds from the store, you would see all the, you would see what was going on and how they treated us. We could have been a little irate in the video just because they were being very racist to us. And Nordstroms policy is number one, supposed to be in customer service. Customer service that day did not show us any type of Nordstroms policy or